afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the Audire Astra for another Honkai Star Rail stream. Hello, Cole, Tommy, Erase, Cass. I'm using... sound a little different from usual. It's still me. Yes, it's still me. Yes. I've spent a lot of time working on overhauling my audio setup. So this is the first time I'm using it today. Hopefully, I'm hoping it's an improvement. The other thing about the voice mod sounds a bit different. The pitch is the same. The pitch is... I mean, I'm not adjusting the pitch at all. That's not... It's mostly like equalizer settings and tone settings. Am I auto-tuned? No. I'm not auto-tuned. I still can't sing worth a damn. I still can't... I'm still not gonna be singing. I'm still gonna be just as out of tune while singing as I was before. It just sounds higher. Just try rapping? No. I'm not gonna rap. I tell Tommy I rapped one time, one song, and he just like keeps trying to getting me to rap. I should never have told you this, Tommy. Trust me, the internet hates it when white women rap. I mean, who said I was a white woman? Tommy likes rap? Yeah, well... Since when do you even like rap, Tommy? Need for speed? That's your excuse, need for speed? They got me to... Yeah, how dare you assume my... color? Tommy stuff? Tommy, isn't that the email you use when you like want to get railed? Like, what does that have to do with this? Not necessary. What other context? What other context do you use this in? Tommy's a rat, you get your shovel. Thank you, Tiberius. Also welcome. Also, by the way, Cass, it's not voice mod. I've never used voice mod. Frankly, voice mod sucks. Just to be clear on that, this is not the voice mod. Also, wow, Rude, you're another rat. I mean, you're telling everybody about... Actually, no. I guess I might fall for that. Never mind. Did you get a new microphone? Yes. You don't know audio stuff, but it's just like people use any kind of voice effect whatsoever. Oh, it's a voice mod. Like, no, voice mod is one particular program, like, used by a company that, like, frankly, that I think it's kind of shitty. Me who spent very long time working on downloading and testing custom VST plugins to carefully manage all aspects of my audio chain. And installed voice meter with special plugins. And you just... Oh, she's using a voice mod. You'll need to listen to it more, but you think you prefer your untuned voice more? I prefer this one. It does not sound... When I listen to it, it doesn't... I mean, I'll have to play back the VOD to be sure, but at least in my testing, it doesn't cause me to cringe nearly as badly when I listen to it, so I'm hoping I could be... I'm hoping enough people consider it an improvement. At least I consider it to be an improvement. I don't know if everyone is going to. But you could just be against change. That could very much be true, Cole. Do you have a new microphone? Yes, that's part of it. There's a lot of work. It's not just changing technology. I'm still working on stuff as well. I'm still like trying to tune in things, but I think I've mostly got it down. It's little things like the noise cancellation and the noise gate that I'm still fine-tuning. I've noticed that like when I laugh, it still seems to be cutting out a little bit. Also like other, you know, non-speaking types of vocalizations. It's still needs a little bit of work, but overall I think it sounds much better. And I'm happy to finally reveal the fruits of my labor. Audire, am I pulling for Sunday or I am saving for... saving for... It lacks the flatness your usual voice has. I don't even know what to say to that. You want me to sound flatter? Actually, I wonder if I actually have a setting for that. Let me see. Maybe this? No, I don't think that does anything. That's a good thing. Oh, that's a good thing. Okay. So not sounding as flat as I used to is better. Okay. I'm with Cole though, only in that I feel like it's still higher than the previous. I don't know. I know for a fact it's like... It's the exact same pitch. I know this because one of the tests that I did to make sure that was like I would speak, or like I would go like into both mics at the same time, and I could hear it, play it back both at the same time, and I can confirm that the pitch is the exact same, which I don't know why the pitch wouldn't be different. There's no reason for the pitch to be different because I'm not modifying the pitch at all. Like, Cole likes woman who sound like a 5-day-old soda bottle. No, sounding flat was... You liked how I sounded flat. It fit... What? Okay, yeah, I just say I'm boring. Okay, fine. You know, I'll talk more monotone when I get my goth all, okay? It also gave your voice a nice color. What the hell? You think you're just crazy? Wow. I guess, yeah, most people don't like being condescended to, but like Cole is just that specific type of masochist. You are trying to compliment. Okay. Okay. Cole, you're not very good at this. You're not very good at complimenting. I guess you're just crazy then. So Cass, I can say one of the things I did was I more de-emphasized the more bass tones, the bass frequencies compared to the used to, so maybe that's what you're hearing. I'm not gonna like fiddle with it now to show you, but like that is one of the things that I did. You mean you also like it when women are mean to you sometimes? I know Tommy doesn't. Tommy hates it when women are mean to him. Tommy hates it when anyone is mean to him. You know what? That's probably it. The lack of bass. Don't worry, you'll go to the bass pro shops pyramid and get some more bass. Also, what do you mean WTF, Tommy? Do you disagree with this? Do you disagree with this? Do you like it when people are mean to you? Bass. Oh, guitar fish. Okay. Okay. Anyways, we are here to play Honkai Star Rail today. We are here for Honkai Star Rail. Wait, Sunday just dropped yesterday. We are here to play Honkai Star Rail. I guess we're back on Penacony. Oh, right. This story wanted to start with this story recap, so let's get to the game. Generally, you don't. Okay, Tommy. You know what? Tell me, what is the context in which you like it when people are mean to you? What is the context? Oh, wait, actually, wait. No, don't answer that. Don't answer it. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're thinking of. I think I know. No, so, don't answer that. Oh yeah, that's what I mean with the laughing being cut off. That's one of the bad things. You bet most people probably don't like it when people are mean to them. Again, not Cole. He's a specific type of masochist. You like it specifically when Audire is mean. Back to Penacony one more time before we go to the new location. Audire trying to out Tommy. I wasn't trying to out Tommy. I just, I wasn't sure what he was talking about, but now that I think of it, I can in fact think about what he's talking about, and I understand now, so I'm gonna back off on it. Alright, yep, here we are. Alright, you need to, yeah, back to Penny, yes. Okay, so, view story recap. Here, let's view the story recap. Are we gonna get these story recaps more often?
Heads to a cosmic vacation spot, the Reverie Hotel, for a banquet. However,
this is so... Why is this so JPEG? Why is this picture so JPEG? I can see the compression artifacts.
The legacy begins. Numerous factions enter one after another, acting in response to the situation.
Where we jump? Well, remember, Tommy, that was the one with the Yamcha. That was with the Yamcha pose.
Takes place as scheduled.
Tommy using something called V. It's still denying that he's a cat girl.
The emanator of the nihility. And IPC representative Aventurine becomes the turning point of the entire event. The latter, through a grand death, shatters the family's lives.
I almost used Vignon, by the way. I was getting, when I was getting ready to debut with this model, I originally was planning to use Vignon, and then like the week before my debut, Warudo came out, which was like Vignon but much better, so I spent the entire last week just working desperately to port everything over.
The Express crew thus delves into the heart
So
of the situation.
I have familiarity with Vignon, but I've never actually used it for actual VTubing. I realized the other day you sleep in the you sleep on your belly like a psychopath.
A glimpse from the harmony. To fulfill the wishes of their predecessors.
Like, how does that not like ruin your neck? When you're sleeping in your neck, you like turn to the side the whole time.
Deadly battle against Sunday, the head of the Oak family, who is aligned with the Order.
Kind of, but also on your side.
The fall of the Order once again.
It's your back that it ruins. I figured it was like relatively straightens out your back.
The future of Penacony remains uncertain.
Yes, you're a psycho. You also sleep. How do you people sleep on your back or sleep on your front? Like there are two correct ways of saying you can sleep on your back or you can sleep on your side. If you sleep on your front, I assume you probably like died as a baby or something. You just suffocated.
Makes a grand return with a startling bombshell. This
Hips are on the side, back is twisted, so stomach is.
fireworks
Oh my god, that sounds painful.
receiving their own best ending.
Ah,
The tragicomedy
you're destroying your spine. You're destroying your spine. Your back muscles around your abdomen have to be like so tight, or from cramping all the time from the discomfort. It's just like they're crazy powerful. And who, Raven Cole? Yamcha gets memed up a lot, but everyone who was fighting Nappa at the time was like Earth's strongest warriors. Oh, wait, okay. No, you were talking about DBZ. You're talking about DBZ. Yeah, like, Yamcha gets memed on, I think specifically because he like, what was it, the pose, specifically. Also, I guess because Yamcha gave up and because a baseball player. It's okay, Cole, didn't like it, you think I was kind of narcissist yesterday? So to be fair, you think you are? Narcissists don't think they're narcissists. Narcissists, yeah. If you think you might be a narcissist, you're probably not a narcissist. Stay tight again. Cole, what the hell? IDK, sometimes just feel better sleeping on your front. Oh, do you want to sleep on your back more though? Just please sleep on your back more. It's much healthier. We should really meme on Shizu who blew up and did nothing. But no, you can't meme on Shizu too much because Shizu's like a child. Or at least a child size. So it feels... Also in personality and temperament, so it feels bad. It is worse. Trying to, be mean to Shizu. Amphorius, the eternal land. Yamcha gets memed on compared to other characters, but he gets a successful baseball player. I would hope so. If you're like a superhuman, if you're like this super warrior, you better be able to play baseball, really. You better be able to hit a ball with a baseball bat if you can, frickin' do Kamehamehas and, like fight fast, throw punches faster than the speed of sound or whatever the hell you were doing in Dragon Ball. Shizu is like 40. As the child coded, not necessarily literally a child.
You haven't been with us on
Like Krillin just looks short, but he has like a normal pitched voice. Shizu has like, not only does Shizu have like is he short? He has like big round eyes like a child, and he also has like a high pitched voice like a child. Sleeping on your back is healthy. How are you going to suffocate sleeping on your back? There's literally nothing obstructing your airway. There's nothing on your face if you're sleeping on your back. Nah, it's no sweat. I've been on Mixers for nearly 2 years now.
Has it been that long?
Oh my god. Oh my god. They just, the fourth wall break. It's been like, I guess it's been like a few weeks to a few months in universe time, but yeah, out of universe it's been 2 years, huh? No need to be nervous. I understand that I might... Wait. Do we have a missing voice line? Because why is March 7th the only one voiced here? Or like, I think Wilt was also voiced. Why are Himiko and Dan not voiced?
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion too.
Is
They don't know we're considering him for his
it like is it like with Ardenti, where we have missing voice lines? Oh yeah, damn, is that voice actor strike still going on? God damn it.
Yeah,
Man, remember that dragon at the start?
if we cast Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
Fuel? That's what I thought too. What does the Astral Express use for fuel? Just like the spirit of Trailblaze? Wait, no, wait. This was brought up before. This came up before. Yeah, it's like... Oh yeah, you need... Like, this Astral Express is actually fueled by adventure. Like, by needing to actually go and have adventures in order to fuel the Astral Express. I remember now. Seeing as how this is going to be an unusual adventure, it'd be good for us to take some time out to make preparations for the journey. Meanwhile, I'll see if I can find out more about Amphorius from our allies before we depart.
Won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Oh, by the way, how's the volume?
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and
Someone you talked to earlier was playing in JP because of all the missing VAs. I don't want to also have to go to Chinese and Star Rail because of the missing VAs. Yeah, imagine if they gave fair pay to I think it's not the pay thing. I think it has to do with like AIs and stuff. Grounds and puts down funny wine bottle. How dare they strike for better treatment? We need our anime game. At this moment, people still have it. I mean, I'm not blaming the voice actors for striking. I'm blaming the people who for just hurry up and give them everything they want. Give the voice actors everything they want. They all want like hot tubs and luxury cruises. Give it to them already. This is gonna sound stupid, but isn't the express fueled by the spirit? Yeah, no, that was literally it. Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability.
We're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
Volume sounds okay, could up a bit. Oh, you mean the game volume? Let me see, where is that? Advanced audio properties. See that.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. Is there even any point to doing this?
This story was so short. Hello, Chaos Dilk. Welcome aboard. I'm Audire Astra, starship vtuber. Good to see you here.
I mean, look at this.
Is it short?
Certain
I don't know. I'm just starting it. It would be nice if we could get it, finish it today, but
Sounds like you've got insider intel.
at least these have filters in their mics, unlike that one Genji. Yeah, at least I'm not hearing like the S sound super harshly.
Was the Fuhrer that broke
Like,
out
come on, even I have a pop filter.
within the Oak family?
So far into the story, you've only seen those two not voice. Okay, good. I'm gonna leave it in English then.
Didn't I just say that?
The JP American Voice Actors Guild related since they strike at the same time?
Social stability?
I don't think they are.
Who knows?
Did they strike at the same time?
But there are a dozen rumors going around. out
Hello,
there.
Hatanashi. Welcome aboard. Good to see you here today.
Oh,
I think Robin also has his voice. No.
conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident?
It's just me or the new audio
What's the lowdown?
audio online. Yes, the new audio is online.
Long buried under all the hearsay.
You've got a sarcasm filter. It doesn't work.
All I can say for sure
Damn.
is that someone's taken the rap for it.
You mean the former Oak family head?
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled.
I mean, it was
Since then,
mostly his fault.
Not a single soul seen him. Heck,
It was him and the Dream Master, and the Dream Master just like up and frickin' vanished. Or he died off screen. But we all know what that means.
we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing it.
Oh yeah, Anton Blast released yesterday. That was a pretty good game.
I've heard
I've never heard of this.
family head though.
Wasn't the Dream Master? Yeah, the Dream Master was like the collective, like consciousness of the entire, all like 100,000 members of the Oak family, or something like that.
What
So
happened?
well, Sunday polls went good, got a lot safer feud. So I'm not pulling for. I'm not planning to poll for Sunday.
Spellrun has already been sealed.
I know I've been told that like he's super good.
Move to hide and seek.
Wow, what a well-positioned lamppost there.
Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet.
I see. We'll leave the
Where
two
we
of you
pa-
to your work then.
These two do not recognize him? What? How do they not recognize Sunday? How do you not recognize freaking... He's got a halo? Well, maybe he doesn't have the halo anymore. He's got freaking wings on his head. How do you not remember him? How do you not recognize him? How many people in Penacony have freaking wings on their head?
Oh.
Okay, alright, Power of Harmony. Power of Harmony.
Or where we might have met.
Okay, he's like giving them the bamboozle. Okay, that explains it.
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet
Voice
dreams
is much
of
clearer.
hope, sirs.
Good, that's exactly what I was hoping for. That's why I did this. I wanted to sound clear. People have always complained about Lip not being able to understand me. I mean, they haven't done so for a long time, but I think it was still just a little, you know, not as good, not as clear as it could be.
For stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
Do you know about Pizza Tower then? Because another game like War. I don't know about anything about Pizza Tower other than like a lot of very small children were very angry that it didn't win Game of the Year that one time.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive.
1 week. Oh no, Mr. Week is hanging out with Sunday.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
God, if I read about the suspenders on her. Suspenders on who? What? Isn't it the power of order? No, it's the power of harmony. Harmony is rainbow colored.
At least she was spared from the consequences
But-
of my actions.
So order was absorbed into harmony.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen
Hello,
plenty like
Maria.
you.
Welcome
Think of
aboard. Good to
forever
see you
when
here
take your
again.
task after a setback, because that's the only way you'll
I
feel
saw
better.
this one tweet about how
The more they condemn you,
if
the more
March
likely
7th
you
were
can
shipped with
justify your
Sunday,
mistake.
like, and they went on a date, they would just be the date. Sunday, March 7th. You don't go on dates, they are the date.
That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
You're right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
Yeah, well, it's another game like Wario Land where you platform through a level, then have to run back through it after setting off a big detonator.
It won't be necessary.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure you already know.
That sounds
Considering
awful to
your
me.
vested interest in reading my thoughts, I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right.
So how do you escape though?
Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
POV switch Sunday on this arduous journey. Oh. So is the story, is he going to escape onto the he's gonna join us on the Astral Express, being the fugitive and all? But yeah, it's a great game. You wouldn't like it? Doubt.
I see two
I like every
bloodhounds.
great game.
They appear to be on official
It is a great
business,
game.
unlike
Obviously, that means I would like it. So clearly, if I wouldn't like it, that means it's not a great game.
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
Jade will come out.
I forgot that you're
Is
not
that
very
what
full.
happened? I know Jade, like, spoke with him.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn
Audire
to.
would die if she were forced to play as Sonic game. I've
Besides,
tried Sonic games before.
lived a cat and dog existence. Embroiling
I did
you
not
in
enjoy
this
it.
won't weigh on my conscience.
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yet you will repay this favor.
You thought Sunday was going to join the Stellaron? Why the hell would Sunday join the Stellaron Hunters?
You owe me that much.
I don't think the Stellaron Hunters are going to be adding anybody to their number.
When you were abandoned
Yeah, Jason and Blue, so they're...
near your end,
Oh, actually, now that you said that, I think I remember.
when you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Oh, so now you're explaining why 1 week is with Sunday?
Okay, I get it
Is
already.
loyal?
You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor.
That'd be pretty
Another to
cool though,
knowingly
Cole.
put myself in harm's
What?
way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on
Sonic
going
games
back
are
to
super
Planet
niche.
Is this an IP
Yeah, I can
mission?
tell. That's why Sega doesn't really do much anymore.
You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family.
What will
or
be
something
pretty
like
me?
that?
You're pretty. No comment.
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Oh, right, so it was Jade. Right.
Who dared to exceed his vow.
Yeah, okay.
Your wings
I didn't realize that I think I forgot that Jade actually set him free in this scene.
I will not accept your charity.
I mean, they're not that niche to be saying like Mario is niche. Yeah, but the Sonic games, like when... the Sonic games never came close to the Mario games. Like in terms of popularity though.
It's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now.
Like Sega definitely lost those console wars.
There's one thing I'm best at. It's waiting. The sweet dream still continues.
Wally sounds like that one weird person that scene where Sunday was listening to Confessions. Would be funny if I catch the days. Huh. I don't remember what that simply sounds like. It's been a few months. It's been a while.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the
The
price
problem is they
of my
often
freedom,
forget how to make a good Sonic game. I don't know which ones are good. That doesn't when I ever see discussions about Sonic games, it seems like none of them are good.
I'll
But like
only
no,
know my
there's
final
none that
quantities.
most people seem to agree on is good.
Nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
They did back in the console wars. Yeah, but they lost the console wars.
It is due.
Like Sega does not make
One that
consoles
exercises
anymore.
The right to freedom that I've just regained,
By walking straight into a trap?
or by making amends for past deeds.
The console wars have lost more to do with
It's time
hardware
to
than
go.
software.
This
I mean, point still stands.
farewell for good. So, before I leave,
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
There are that's because the only thing
something
Sonic
else I
fans
want to do too.
hate are the games.
The embryo
Yeah,
of
that is my
philosophy
impression. Like,
fallen.
when people talk about
The order in
Sonic,
Megatron wasn't
they only
built
talk
in a
about,
day.
like, the TV shows, or now the movies.
Is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Okay, it would have been, as a non-Sonic fan, it would have been so funny if they had used the original Sonic model for the movie. It would have been so funny.
Get off.
The reaction.
Other four families
If they had just, like,
working things out.
drop the trailer and like we're going with this and then release the movie. If they have just stuck with that Sonic, that would have been so the rage, I can imagine it.
Others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Then you should also know that the
Maniac, it was
IPC
good. We don't talk about forces. Frontier was nice, but could have been better in places. I think that Studiopolis zone is just kind of mid.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt.
See that's what I'm talking about. You guys can't even would agree if Mania was good or not. Like nobody can agree on which games are good.
Sure that everything is in order before walking out the door. The same applies when bidding my home farewell too.
But what has Aideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder is one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Sorry.
Those poor animators who had to crunch to fix the terrible design.
Refurbishment works are currently underway.
I mean, I don't think it was from an animation. Assuming like the skeleton on the reworked model was the same, they probably didn't have to adjust too much. They just have to redo the model, then they have to re-render everything. Like it's not the animators who have to crunch. It's the like compositors
That sounds
who would have to crunch on that one. That one.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, many
I
of people also just don't like the 2D Sonics as much compared to everyone else.
Mr. 1 Week. Please excuse me. I should have recognized you earlier.
1 week.
I'm more tired than I realized.
Are we gonna meet? I'm gonna also meet 2 week.
I want to know what's going on in there.
Are we gonna meet month?
Won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually.
The fan base is quite chaotic on things. Yeah, so I've
My
noticed.
guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
aftermath.
You would kill for a modern Child Rising game, like Manual Racing and some of the airs on Child Guard and stuff. Like, you can only get 2D good sonically is Rush Adventure, and that's I have a bad taste problem. Well, at least you admit it, Cass.
He works for me. You don't know him?
Mr. Workday?
Oh, I see.
Mr. Workday. Okay,
Coming back to
Mr.
the topic of
Workday.
the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
1 week and 1 month work logs.
What happens if
Mr.
you
Workday
violate
created the work.
prohibitions?
There's a Workday app.
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain.
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
How about Twee
Please
Week?
take these notes with you.
You just do better with 3 axes to move in instead of 2. Axes? Oh, axes.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
Mr. Workday is a wanted man at the Big Rock Candy Mountain.
I was just telling the truth. I've always
Is he
found
actually?
this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze.
Oh no,
Felonia
the
of
Sunday
family,
backstory.
I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage.
Mr. Religious Trauma himself.
Like any other day.
Here, the main downside with Rush 2 was the grinding activity to unlock the vehicle segments.
Within the domain
Okay.
he demarcated.
I don't know.
every word would
I don't know
hold
anything about
force
that.
of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
I mean, yeah, but also if you're just good at the levels, you're not have to do much grinding.
I made a terrible mess of
Well,
things.
usually you have to grind a lot to be good at the game, huh?
More than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become
Wow. A lot of people could do
place
this,
is no exception.
learning that lesson in real life.
The distorted after echoes of the order.
Let's see what we have on these notes.
I'll write down my notes from now. No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Oh no. Tommy's favorite park. Only cast and crew members allowed on the stage. Be kind to birds. Do not discard trash and... Trash? No. Trailblazer is devastated. Please do not use soul cap bottle caps sold by June Troop U-boat troop. Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited.
No consumption of food except for burgers. What?
Alright, I'm gonna try to order some ice cream.
Burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and
How does that
jostling
help?
people around.
Sunday,
What
explain.
happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't...
Dun dun dun. In the blink of an eye, the ice cream vanished into 1 weak stomach.
So, where are those corrective
Man,
measures?
the child just swallowed it.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the
And then
stage.
suddenly,
Let's go and check it out.
this 1 week gets all launched into the stratosphere.
Cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
And an easy one to
Just be
test.
glad you don't work on the road. There was a time you couldn't eat a burger because you had too many overtime and they made you sick. Oh. Wait, I mean, if you had... Oh, wait. I like the burgers that you said. Speaking of food, I am like... My fridge is unusually stocked right now because like... The past 2 days, I've been getting a lot of free food from work and work-related events. Which is like... I went to... So yesterday I had to work from like 8 until 7. Which is like, terrible, but like, well, one benefit of that was that I got a bunch of free food. And I managed to take home like 2 cartons of fries. Which, sadly, they're not that great because they're kind of like, they're not crisp anymore. I tried reheating them in my oven, but they didn't turn out very well. They're still kind of like, feel like soggy microwave fries despite being reheated in the oven.
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this.
And what else? I got some desserts.
Corrective measures
I got
of
some
the Bloodhound
veggie
mentioned.
lasagna, which
It's exactly
normally
what I
I'm not
would've done
much
back then.
for like vegetarian things, but this veggie lasagna was good. I took home some extra.
Iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you?
You love the visual of Visigo and the playing themselves? It's cute.
If
You had a
this is how
burger once, it was pretty good.
violations are corrected, then everything that
I
ate
had a
just
burger
now-
a few months ago. Like, probably like 2 or 3 months ago. That was my last burger. I went to Five Guys. No, it hasn't been long. It's like 1 month ago.
I tried to warn you.
I went to Five Guys and like got a good burger. It was an expensive burger. Their prices have gone up. Their fries are still good though. They still wait, what the hell is going on? I was not paying attention. The best way to reheat fried foods is the air fryer. I'm debating getting an air fryer. I mean, it feels, like a waste to like turn on the entire oven just to reheat some fries. I'm debating getting an air fryer, but
How do you feel?
I mean, everyone I know with an air fryer loves it.
Now,
So,
I'm feeling murderous.
oh, that was the corrective measures
Say what you will.
for the ice cream.
Yes,
Okay, I see.
do nothing.
I see.
When I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park,
Microwave?
there's no need to involve the Dream
I have a
Weavers.
microwave.
I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
I don't have a air fryer.
What's the plan?
I said microwave. Are you taking offense at my pronunciation, Tommy? I said microwave. I did not say microwave.
Nothing complicated.
Okay?
All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them.
No,
to
it's a
the
me.
source
Oh,
once
okay.
they're
I thought you were just
breaking a few rules.
taking offense to my pronunciation of
Make sure
things
that the
again.
corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then,
So we just
I'll
need
use the
1
power
week
of the
to
tube
violate the
keep dreams
rules.
escape.
So, can I take it that rules are
Rules are meant to be broken. Oh my gosh. Trailblazer will be perfect here. Where are you, Trailblazer? You're an adult. You buy McDonald's fried chicken nuggets just to put them in an air fryer. Later they'll taste better from an air fryer than at the restaurant.
Please do not use Soul Glad, the Dream Jolt troop. Where?
Actually, yeah, where? Dude, can I get a token from
There
you?
it is.
Just one moment.
Places of alfalfa credits. I mean, I don't like McDonald's chicken nuggets.
I'm afraid
I'll
you're
be
going to
honest.
have to handle this if it isn't
I
enough.
I feel like boneless chicken nuggets are just like inferior to boneless wings.
What?
Like, I know they're fundamentally the same thing. Well, I guess the difference is like boneless wings are like solid chunks of meat, whereas chicken nuggets are usually like pureed meat that's been formed into nugget shaped.
That I am currently on the run.
But I definitely, I have to say I prefer boneless wings. And also, like, I mean, the reason why the home air fryer tastes better than McDonald's chicken nuggets is because the McDonald's is just like reheating the chicken nuggets anyways. Like that's like the secret. Like most fast food restaurants, they're not cooking their own chicken nuggets in house. They're actually like, cooked in a factory, and all they're doing is heating them up.
See what happens.
Boneless, that's some humorous style. Bonk, Maria. Bonk. I like when we get the free TNTs next to the burger. Oh yeah, that reminds me. McDonald's is doing that like, what was it, like 10 chicken nuggets for $1 thing?
Nothing's off so far. Maybe we
Which
should
is like,
capsize
that's kind of crazy. I mean, that's kind of crazy in terms of price. Note in the capsule, you shouldn't have done that. Since warnings are proving futile, punishment is now inevitable.
They can't be seriously going that far, right? No.
You're still missing some of the standard banner light cones, got well slit light cone. Oh yeah, I don't know if I have visors, but I think that's the only one I'm missing.
Since you're already here, why not?
You still gotta figure out who you want for my 50% advisor. I picked Himiko. Speaking of which, I need to actually unlock the Eidolon for that. Because Himiko would put her at E10 or E3 for me. And like, I mean, I don't really, so like Japard, so the 3 options I was considering, Welt, Japard, Himiko, and Clara, I guess. So Japard doesn't really benefit from Eidolons, so like, don't care about his Eidolons at all. Welt would benefit. Himiko would benefit because she actually does damage. And at least she's useful in pure fiction. I don't really use her anymore, but she at least has some use. The problem is like, well, I don't really use anymore. He still has some niche uses. But I think I use Himiko more, so I ended up going with Himiko. And Clara, like, I don't really use Clara outside of when pure fiction has like a follow-up attack thing.
Attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure.
But anyways, you have enough erudition to make these puns.
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere too.
Alright, Maria. Alright, Maria. Also, you're almost at 300 standard work. So you technically, it's taking you. Wait, when did you start playing this game? Oh wait, we're gonna put trash in the trash.
This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Sparkle spotted.
Children
Oh
tend
yeah,
to be
I'm
fascinated
playing
by such
Honkai
paradoxes.
Impact, and so they're having a collab with Star Rail, and Sparkle showing up in Honkai Impact. Her combat animations are so much more lively than they are.
I don't even know how to joke about
It's in Star Rail. It's kind of hilarious.
What do you suggest we throw in?
What was the reasoning? Anything would. Well, his reasoning was just. His reasoning was just he was a child. He was a troll.
What is this? A woodcutter's trap?
Golden trash. He got golden trash. Official moment. Oh yeah, like Official is also like much more energetic. I mean, animations in general. Oh, like Official is a little better in Honkai. Like Catching, which sadly Catching was only a temporary character, but Catching was insane in Honkai Impact. Like her animations were so freaking bad. It was like that meme. There was like that one meme was like Catching in Genshin versus Catching in Honkai, and Catching in Honkai just, I am the storm that is approaching, you know.
Time for it to disappear.
You show a trend, you have an argument to win. Good luck, Tiberius. I hope you win your argument, but only if you're correct. If you're wrong, I hope you lose.
Their souls of equal worth.
Yup, you have like almost 400 warp worth. What are you saving for? You also spend 60 OG passes on getting Sunday.
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile.
Like, what are you saving for? So no trash in the trash, but can we put garbage in? Are you do you want to jump into the trash can, Cole?
That's true.
Oh, it's almost like one of the character action game and it does the turn-based RPG. I mean, those aren't necessarily like just because one is an action. Like RPGs can have really flashy animations. Like there's nothing stopping you at turn-based RPGs from having really flashy animations.
Like most boys would.
You should show off the Sparkle crossover. You only streamed Honkai once. It was a shame you didn't stream more. Well, like Honkai is at the point where like trying to explain the story would be way too hard to people not already familiar with it.
You never forget times of failure.
I don't like the story, the new story very much. Like Honkai Impact, it still has like really cool animations, really cool cutscenes and music videos, but like the actual story recently has not been that good. What happened to that fake Star Rail crossover? I mean, it's still coming. You guess the next character you're gonna pull for is Castor Rice? Who's Castor Rice? I'm not familiar with this. Oh, what the hell was that? Oh. My noise cancellation is kind of funky these days. Anyways. This is fucking Alicia. If this is real, this is actually just freaking Alicia. Okay, okay.
Just looking back.
Cummings, bonk, Cole.
But nothing's there.
There's one character that sees from the next planet. Was that? No, that was just a normal sound, except my noise cancellation. My noise cancellation decided to just erase it from existence. He's the elf with purple. Well, it's pink. Like it's pink. It's pinkish purple. But basically, Alicia is the elf with pink hair in Honkai Impact.
I'm glad for this chance.
Normal, so you make those noises. I was going. Oh.
Come now.
And then for some reason, the noise cancellation just decided to wipe the end of it from existence. Like I said, I'm still fine-tuning some things with this audio setup. Let me adjust things a little bit. I don't know if that'll help. It probably won't. Usually you don't like elves, we have like 3 quantum characters, so why not? Also she'll be Remembrance too. That's a lot of. There's gonna be a lot of remembrance characters that. Oh wait, that makes sense because they're introducing remembrance as a new path. Duh.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to
Walt,
stay away from that place.
what are you doing here? What are you doing here, my boy?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently
Speaking of wiping things from existence when not doing the robot Princess back. Might as well. Is that from that music thing? Oh. Oh, so that's how Sunday's using to change his appearance.
Quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour.
Honestly, Sunday, do you have to like use? Was it easier to use your power? As opposed to, can you just like wear a hood? No, cover up those wings on your head.
Hold on.
Yes, you hope you watched it. I did not.
Sweet
Welt
dreams
cannot
are
be fooled
technically
so
safe,
easily.
It would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
Oh, come on, Welt. You know something's up.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
Did he not?
Should have departed a long time ago.
Did he not?
Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our
We're
plans
stuck
because
here because we out of fuel. We didn't have enough adventure.
I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. The few feet or so between us will do.
We need to go out and have more adventures before we can leave.
Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
Welt,
I will,
did you figure it out?
but before
Good. I knew it. I knew he's too smart to fall for this.
back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Yes. Give him the old black hole.
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't
Ah, yes.
such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony.
Good, yeah. Good, Welt.
Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an
And
So, it was the
this is too yaoi. What the hell? What was yaoi about? There was nothing yaoi about. Threatens to, you know, suck man into a black hole and, you know, compress him into a bunch of elementary particles. Tommy, this is so yaoi. You fucking hornbrain.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort.
It was a joke. Ah, okay, Tommy.
Move around freely in Penacony. I have 1 week to thank for that.
It was a joke. Fucking cool-ass joke. Don't let him rub off on you, Tommy.
As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry too. I know how it feels. That said,
Aww.
I can't make this call by myself.
Aww.
My companions need to know about this too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
What did you think? He's here.
We'll go find them. You come along too.
Ayo, Tommy is the last one you rub off on.
Okay.
I...
Boy, this is gonna
Look,
be
Tommy is very easily influenced. You would be... I think you'd be surprised. Wow, Cole is the homophobic dog from the homophobic dog. What name? What name is that?
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities
No, he's not. You want to play Ring Racer with me no matter how many times you press her to do so.
Trailblazing journey? Why have you
Rubbing off on him is not the same thing as convincing him to do things.
And if that were indeed the case?
I mean, there's been a lot of trouble since you left.
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for
Oh,
leaving
Ring
is
Racers
a
wasn't an innuendo.
unusual passenger.
You know what? That's fair enough. I can understand why you might think that.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
You can? Huh? Huh?
By passenger, do you mean this lady here? Or these
Suddenly
ladies?
tingles? Suddenly many tingles?
This... how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Ron May, what have you been doing? What have you been doing, Ron May? What do you mean? You can understand how Cole will get that?
Fascinating how variables never fail to find their
Because
way
it's
into the
you
lives of organic
and one of
life
your friends. Hello, Jerry Man. Welcome aboard.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation.
Bro, March was running at light speed. Did you see how fast she was running?
Also cost
She's
me
a fast
front row
girl.
seat for
Speedy
all of
girl.
your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason.
I'm sure if all you geniuses go to the Harmony Festival, things would have been very much different.
The Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
He did suggest a destination, but that was all. Did you hear this, or Madam Murder? Look, Tommy, as someone who watches your streams and pays attention to your chat, that is exactly the kind of innuendo I would expect to see in your chat.
Could there be more to it?
Yes, there is something else. Miss Black Swan said Amphorius is a world influenced by 3 paths, and the erudition is one such path.
Strider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
You're right, so this had to be related to the Emanators, or perhaps even the Aeons. That's why I wanted to know if the geniuses had any clue about it.
Communicate much within the society.
So why can't I play the robot man and only turn him into an anime girl because they are cowards? I don't know.
Never heard of Amphorius, however.
I don't know. It would be... I mean, Star Rail has plenty of men. Madame Herta said the same, but it did pique her interest and she agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's a chance that Garden of Recollection is behind it. She's always had a keen interest in the Remembrances technology. After all, it's all thanks to her that we got to make Miss Ron May's acquaintance a while back. We even went into the Kalinga Abyss to bring the Leviathan's carcass back for our new friend. When did we do that? Actually, this is far too much of an understatement. But none of us ever expected to see an old friend at Miss Ron May's.
Has indeed been through
Oh, wait. Oh, this is what Himiko was off doing.
fate you organic life forms are bound by. So
Yes, a bond that truly runs deep.
The Astral Express volunteered to send her back home.
Well, the name was see apart and keeping work and papers apart. Wait, we're sending Tia back home? She doesn't go to live in Amphoria, she lives in Love or what? Oh, she hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to the Shanzhou, considering her unique position within the Alliance.
Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
This one's on me. Should have specified it was Dr. Ramotnik's ring racers. There's no way Cole would have thought it was something else that way. The no robot man. Oh, jamming trues. Knows there's this far on in fire. There's like since Firefly or Sam turned out to be a cute anime girl. Argument 1. Always make sure to check the last please you saw something before getting mad because you can't find it. Okay. Good job, Tiberius. Congratulations.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask her instead?
March, I know you're
Logically.
dumb, but Trailblazer is not the one to ask to explain things. Apparently, there are many teens here with us.
You don't have to tell him that. He can see for himself. Forget it. I'll tell you.
Yes, as you should have done from the beginning.
For a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something.
Himiko Mame where the wardens. Yeah, I remember that now. This is where, Himiko, and well, that's why they weren't there for the war dance.
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault.
But I get that's interesting. They went and got a Leviathan's corpse for Ron May.
A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that's sort of try not to laugh challenge.
Man, it sounds like their try not to laugh challenges are a lot better than ours. I mean, the try not to laugh challenges I've tried were not very funny.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
How does that replicate to you? We failed the challenge terribly. Behold, the Laughing Maniac, March 7th.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up.
Okay, got a bit of Lego-related work to do, so you'll be learning the typing lesson. Okay. Have fun with your Legos, Altamashi. So Sunday was disguised as a female robot lady and it was called Mr. Workday. I mean, I assume he's changing his disguise on the fly.
She only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a memoria world. It is likely that candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause.
Okay, Miss Workday.
We've experienced similar incidents.
This happens all the time? You're just splitting your psyche into multiple people.
Reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the blood.
The flies are too small to change clothes. What? You were the peak of my try not to laugh. I don't know about that. Dearie, when are you gonna do another one? I don't know. Because, like, they haven't really been good. Oh, so that's what 1 week was doing.
It's been a while, everyone.
It's sorting photos, not playing with them. He did. I'm coming. Ah, I see. So it was checking on the flight. Ow. Mr. Yitting, have you turned on us?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain.
I mean, in the dreamscape, it shouldn't be that surprising if, you know, someone wants to disguise as if a dude wants to disguise as a female robot lady.
Unforeseen complications. I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair
It's like in VR chat. Like you hear like a female avatar be called called Mr. It's not a surprise at all in VR chat. It was a team effort.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acker.
Just look at VTubers. I mean, I feel like I don't see VTubers with like cross voices that often. I mean, occasionally, but not that often.
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Ting Yun to her normal self.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Ting Yuns aren't exactly easy to communicate.
You're sorry that you're one of the... Guys, do you even have, like, an avatar? The animator grinding on you in VR chat is actually a dude in his 30s. I mean, I've never actually seen anyone grinding in VR chat, but...
Your suggestion? Oh, wait.
Are these all gonna be, like, different personalities?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Ting Yun to come together to form the Ting Yun
Visionary
Guild.
Oh, it's this again.
How often do you get the chance to work with
They all have their
yourself?
adjectives.
Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper. I know, we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person
What?
to handle liaison negotiations.
March 7th says wits. Surpass many others. Are we including worms?
I hope it... there.
Are we including the swarm in this comparison?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
I want to clone copies of myself too.
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou?
You haven't been to the right rooms. I hope I never go to the right rooms.
Yes, more specifically.
Yes, you're just anxious wanting to remake it but better and you like to drive. That's fair.
Lao Fu. Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Lao Fu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
So this is the dumb Ting
Quite the
Ting Yu, more like Ting Dong Neck. I'm gonna give that one a 2 out of 10, Maria.
Looks like story for another
There was an attempt.
As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any
Elite, oh, your voice change, have you been gone that long? Elite, this is my first stream with the new audio setup.
Perhaps we should talk to the other.
Just imagine a cube and make it a ball, cause what? Find a Ting Yu that is easy to communicate with.
People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of
Yeah,
flowers on the
Audire
table
had
each
puberty
day?
while you were gone.
Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day? That sounds like a good idea.
Tommy,
If we really want to do this right,
we're
though,
gonna talk
I'll
about
be
this
trying to give
later,
that truly
okay?
matters. The more thought goes into she makes a valid point too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Ting-Yuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. We won't be.
So, what do you think, Sonny?
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
Audire finally gives the birds and the pizza as a mother should.
Just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes.
No, Cass.
In other words, it means that
You don't get to sacrifice yourself for Tommy.
Okay. You just made it sound a whole lot more complicated.
March, don't try to explain things to March, just tell her what to do.
Be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Ting-Yuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak
Speaking of that talk, how many of you guys actually had it?
But it may take me a while.
pretty sure I was taught in school. Oh, what is... Any of these? Any of you be talked to? Oh, like, oh my god, there's so many to use.
Why do I feel like it's...
Kitty to you. There's no way this is easy.
I can. I'll take you next.
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine.
Even if that's...
Sleepwalking.
This miss...
Not have invincible fan wielder.
Yikes. Oh, were you all looking for me?
Normal to you?
Looking for me? Found her. If I remember correctly, this Miss Tingyun's trait is...
Moth tried to give it to you in small Tommy didn't quite understand, so you had to learn to... Oh my gosh, that's adorable. But also, that's exactly what I would have expected. Somewhat normal to you. There she is.
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try. My lady, if I may.
I just knew of it by the time your mama asked you. She was GG already knew, not sure from where.
Before you start, you should know
Like
that we're keeping
I should tell people, look, kids learn about, kids talk, okay? Kids talk to each other. They talk about this stuff. Brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. One week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
If you still have
Wait, how? I thought you were like the best at this.
also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
There's no need for that. You're acting so... sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Are you all right with this, Miss Tingyun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Oh yeah, so Tingyun also has a new voice actor. She sounds a lot less happy and energetic than the old one.
Please do your best, 1 week.
Which, I mean, I guess it's appropriate. Well, you feel you when you were 10 going through an abandoned trailer? What the hell were you doing in an abandoned trailer? Well, I guess you could also reason. This is the first time, because this is the first time we're meeting real Tingyun. So like, old Tingyun being happy could have just been, you know, Fantilia.
Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
I guess that was a trace of Fantilia still left in her.
Never mind.
Look, it's working.
Oh.
Did I expect that every encounter
Oh, there's our fugue.
moments of distress? Did I conduct myself improperly?
Oh my gosh.
Miss Tingyun, you're finally back.
The upgrade.
You may be small, but you're pretty amazing.
You may be small. Did you have to work that one in?
What's wrong?
Me to tell me next time he does something good. You may be small, but you did well.
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
You learned when you were 11 with looking for Pokemon pictures? Ah, I see.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
Oh. Darkness descends before the eyes, reminiscent of the chaos before the birth of the universe, and Amidst this chaos, a voice emerged, resonating like that of the creator. Don't be afraid. Oh, is 1 week stuck in Ting Yun's memories though?
This place. No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
You are not alone.
And who am I?
Ron May really just gave Ting Yun a makeover. Like, upgraded her clothing when she brought her back from the dead.
And where does this path lead?
Fugue. Temporarily added. Oh. Let us add her. I think I recall her being a break effect. So we are going to use her with a break effect team. Let's see. Firefly. There's Rone. And Lingsha. There we go. You are not alone can be both a comforting and a lot of statements can be that. Those are my favorite types of statements. Where it's like, we change the font. Remember, you are not alone. Versus like serial killer text. Remember, you are not alone. Those are some of my favorite statements.
Does she want to lead me somewhere?
Look how much fancier her clothing is. Really, the 5-star difference. Showing a lot of leg too. Is she support? I'm pretty sure she's still a support. Because Star Rail exists in the DC universe, no one dies forever in these. People definitely died for real in Honkai, I can assure you of that.
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
I can tell you in Honkai, people died for real.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
But like Ting Yu especially one of those. They had the whole conversation about how we didn't find the body, so they left it open for her to return deliberately.
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it.
Oh, is this like Ron May's laboratory?
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am?
Shame Audire doesn't have the thigh showing. I mean, I do. It's just that you have to look from a certain angle. I do have a little bit of gap between my boots and the skirt. You just can't see it from the normal angle. Please prove. It's in my reference sheet / debut photo. Through extremely rare bits, blah 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 blah. Not shaking full of long complex sentences.
Ting Yun. What a familiar name. Do I know her? Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
She's talking to herself, isn't? I'm pretty sure that's the same voice.
These are wounds.
Her skill buffs a character break effect and gives herself a chance to lower enemy defense. I see.
Destruction?
Now, Thomas and Martha Wayne were brought back to life in in order to torture Bruce.
Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
Oh?
I can't go to you. All I can do
It's also more visible in the... Yeah.
for you to finish walking.
Well, I'm also talking about... technically, I think I have more by showing on this model than I did on the old one as well. Is that Taryoku? Is it a Gundam reference? No. That is much... It's a TV Tropes reference.
Try to coexist.
Well, okay. I know it also predates... The term predates... It's like from Japanese anime fandom, but I'm pretty sure TV Tropes is where Tommy learned it. Ryoki? I don't pronounce... Look, I don't read Japanese. Hello, Nero. Welcome aboard. Speaking of Japanese, perhaps you can pronounce... You can correct us on the pronunciation. Absolutely. You can tell. What are you, Tommy? Some kind of weeb?
Is this called coexisting?
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
I like how this team is just the 3 Asian women and fucking Firefly. The three elegant Asian women and fucking mech. It means you're cute. Japanese. Oh, thank you, Niru. What are you, some kind of weeb? She says of each. Look, even as a, there are still levels even between. You know, it's that one weeb. It's that one meme. It's, you know, with the person and the skeleton. Weeb, fucking weeb. No one hates weebs more than fellow weebs.
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them?
You are not alone.
The ones from before weren't defeated either?
As I said before, you can't defeat them.
Wait, is that Ron, mate?
You can fall into the darkness.
Okay, I suspected that would be Ron, mate, but I didn't feel like it sounded like her, but I guess it is her.
Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your 2 choices.
Return to the world?
I guess this is in her psyche, isn't it? Wouldn't it have been crazy if, like, Tinyu would have actually brought back as a destruction character?
Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a
The
limbo?
furries? Wait, didn't she make the K-Cats? Wrong, mate, she did. You hope ZZZ adds more furries? I hope they don't. I don't play ZZZ, so actually it's the same to me either way.
Even if I should wake up.
So no, I'm actually, you know what, I'm whatever.
Remain on my body and never heal?
Coward? It's not coward. Look, I don't like furries, okay?
I don't understand.
You furries, you can do what you want over there. Just, you know...
But why are you telling me
over there? I'm surprised she wasn't brought back as a description character, but I guess that shows he hasn't completely fallen into it. The path characters follow in the story has nothing to do with their role as in the game. Like, Welt is not really a follower of Nihility. Technically, I think all Shanzo characters should be Hunt, but only some of them are.
It's a habit of mine.
in actual game.
I believe everyone should have the right to choose.
And like everyone in Bella Bob should be followers of preservation in lore.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
And that doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with.
This is like the most we've ever heard Ron May talk. Like, she must really like Fugue. Because I've never heard her talk this much to anybody before.
I would also be pleased with that result.
I mean, I'm sure she only likes her in the sense of like, you are a very interesting specimen. We definitely could use more preservation variety. Yeah, I mean, I have Fushan and Japard, so that's enough for me.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path. And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side.
Wait, so... Okay. So in the dreamscape, it makes sense why the people in Penacony can, you know, like, enter people's minds. Because, you know, it's all in a dream. What's Ron May's excuse? How is she entering Tinyu's mind?
Feeling more awake. Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
That's the kind of thing Ron May would say to me before, like, ripping out your lungs or something.
Let me explain.
Nothing so inelegant.
By a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived.
They're kind of afraid for Fugue and what Ron May did to her while fixing her back up. Oh, nothing too bad. Don't mind that she suddenly starts sprouting bug parts.
I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
Yes, that's an important point to make in the Hoyoverse. True death in the Hoyoverse is permanent. You cannot bring people back from the dead. Ever. It cannot be done. That's a hard rule. I say this every time, but it's important for people who are not familiar with Honkai.
Feels strange.
Wait, why is she part bug now? Oh, it's just... She's not really part bug, I don't think. It's just a joke because Ron May did a bunch of experiments on the swarm. He's a memory keeper. She's not a memory keeper. She's not a memo keeper. She's a follower of erudition, not remembrance.
You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated.
Go away for waking up Kerrigan Roman. Yeah, no, 0 chance. Okay, 0 chance, tell me.
These wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life.
What about the double death? There's only one death toll.
To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body.
Okay. So you're like implanted the power of destruction in some extra tails. So she went from a 1-tailed fox to our first 9-tailed fox.
Regardless.
Kinda true. Like,
Grateful to
if you get knocked into a coma and wake up, most people who get put into comas and wake up, they never fully recover. And the price of barely escaping death is often more adversity.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction.
I also hope we don't get propagation, because having Firefly would have to kill propagation.
With this, the debt between the merchant and me is clear.
Look, since propagation is all about reproduction, I'd really like if we could just avoid that entire set of jokes that would follow with propagation characters.
Who?
Wait, wasn't she a nun too? No, she's always had a tail.
Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer.
You mean a certain game essentially giving players character and romance options that players
won't
have.
remember any of these details.
Huh? Is Blizzard coming out with a new game? Is there a Blizzard dating sim?
I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you.
Why 0 chance? Because, Tommy, they would never make Ron May ugly.
You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your
They would never make an uglier version of Ron May. She just has some little bug bits on it. Yeah, not happening. Also, Ron May, as far as we know, she doesn't experiment on herself. She experiments on other things. You assume bug women are ugly? I do. But at the very least, monstrous. Like, they don't do... There's no furries, okay? Oh. We were just about to make a memorial portrait of you. As soon as you heard Ron May mention the traveling merchant... Who's the traveling merchant?
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Ting-Yun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity.
Not Blizzard, one of Warframe's characters, their version of character. Ah, okay. Lab accidents happen, that's how superheroes and supervillains are made. Ron May's too good for that.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Ting-Yun a shot at survival. After that, she
like her, Ron May's like whole point is that at this point is like her, the whole point of her character is like she's too smart for that kind of stuff.
I'm so sorry. I thought
overconfidence was a flimsy shield.
Hid inside a dream.
I mean, didn't the Bug Queen almost... so... The Emanator clone... So, it wasn't that it almost destroyed everything, it's that... Ron May was like... Herta won't be happy if she finds out I was experimenting on her... doing dangerous experiments on her space station. Like, it wasn't like... It was more that... Was the Bug Queen hot enough?
I feel like I've been asleep
Look, Cole, I know you're into many things, but like, the Bug Queen we're talking about here has a 0 feminine, human feminine characteristics, okay? I don't think even you would find her hot. Imagine how cute a woman would be if she was like a mermaid but was a centipede tail. You know what, Cole? I was playing the Elden Ring DLC. This is one boss, Hatanashi. I think you might be knowing the one I've been talking about, like Saint Romana the Bud. I saw her. My first thought was, yeah, Cole would.
We'll have to make do.
That's what you know exactly. I knew you know what I would. I saw it. My first thought in my head.
Now that the matter with Miss Tingyun
Actually, first thought was like, oh, she looks cool. That's a cool design. The second thought was Coldwood.
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your hands.
Huh? But Mr. Yang, the messenger
The messenger. Ooh. Wait, is the messenger gonna be Yukong? It would be cool if it was Yukong.
Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulty.
Okay, we better hurry then. It's ridiculous.
Okay, but the centipede tail thing is cute though. I feel like, I don't know, Tommy. How do you feel about the girls with centipede tails? How do you feel about it? Do you feel like it's cute?
Miss Tingyun is going back to the Alliance, so...
I'm not too familiar with this planet. I'm worried an unscrupulous cutthroat merchant will try to take advantage of me. Luckily, the people I want to buy
I'm not gonna lie, that was my third thought. The first two, why did it have to be a centipede and why is the scarlet rot here?
I'll be counting on both your...
I mean, in the backstory, that's where the scarlet rot began.
I already picked up a few gifts earlier, so that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time.
Where are we going? Oh, okay. I just follow path. No. See? I know you. I know my Tommy. I know my Tommy. His Tommy's not that kind of leg. Not the chitness kind. No, it's not. No, I'm pretty sure. If the description for Romina's polearm that you get from her is that this was the place that or like Romina was the one who wove the baleful scarlet rot or something like that. Or like, no, rot existed before that, but she made it into scarlet rot. Like there was already rot, but then like she corrupted it and created the scarlet rot.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Okay, what if the centipede body had human legs instead of bones? Okay, that's just creepy. That's creepy. I don't want to think about that.
So I wanted to buy some local special.
The human centipede is not sexy. No. Like thinking about Dragon Lady's limbs, they could easily do something similar, but they'd probably not change the legs so she can still have human feet.
Go ahead. Browse all.
Which Dragon Lady are you talking about? Huh? Oh, like Mailu?
Lady Fuxuan has such refined taste. The Xianzhou really has changed a lot in the time.
If you read a backstory, Romina found the scarlet rot after Melania was defeated. Okay, no, there's no way that works within the Elden Ring timeline. Because Romina is from when what's his face? Mesmer burned those lands, and that would have the Land of Shadow. That happened way before the Millennia thing would have happened. Like that might have even before Millennia was born, even. Like we don't know exactly when she was born, but like the events in the Land of Shadow must have happened way before like any of the more recent events in Elden Ring. Some division of elite fighters. Dream Joy Memoir film reel.
To learn more about the history of the planet of festivities.
Oh, Lingsha. You're talking about Lingsha. Oh, yeah, she just has some like color and some scales on her hands and feet. Bailu. Soul Glad Syrup.
It might be commonplace, but it's still the specialty of Penacony. It would make for an ideal gift to bring home.
Prove you don't have a foot thing, Mihoyo? Oh no, Mihoyo. Look, recently, by recently I mean like the past year. So like Honkai Impact for years, for like 10 years, had like not a single character with exposed feet. And then just suddenly they just keep doing characters with exposed feet, and I hate it. I hate it. Stop. No more bare feet. Put shoes on. Put shoes on the characters.
That's all of them. Please wrap them up for me.
Please. Sometime within the past few years, they definitely got someone with a foot thing.
Thanks to both your help.
Someone with a foot thing is definitely involved with their character design now. The scarlet butterflies are as the goddess of raw wings birthed a master leader suited by Romina who reached out to them. That's... okay, let me think of the line. Okay, so the line I'm thinking about... after the church was burned to the ground, Romina discovered a twisted divine element which she weaved into the baleful scarlet rot. Perhaps then the buds might find somewhere to gain purchase one more within the scorched remains. Yeah, I think that's implying that she created the scarlet rot. But I'll have to get back to you on that. We're focusing on Star Rail today.
Souvenir for myself. That's definitely an idea I can get behind.
He cried Coomer and what looks... I'm not even reading the rest of that.
But there's...
I hate the idea of them adventuring barefoot. You're still traumatized by the feet. I don't remember. I don't want to remember. Perhaps I didn't see it. I want to keep it that way.
I'd like to...
We invented shoes for a reason.
This is a good spot.
I mean, I think to be fair, in Honkai Impact, the characters with bare feet all like fly or float.
What's this about?
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days.
Jokes on you, Audire.
Truly grateful. Thank you enough.
I became... yes, I am aware of this now.
But there are some things...
keep it to yourself.
Difficult to forget. I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways.
What was the feat I haven't... I'm not telling. I'm not saying anything.
Do you too still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
Look, you are allowed to like whatever you like, but just like... no, just... you can like it somewhere else. Okay? How?
Exactly. And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange feeling.
A conspiracy by Big Shoe?
When I asked for your name,
even God? What about God, dummy?
First encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you. I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Fantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
I mean, wasn't she just like possessing your body?
I couldn't tell when you were replaced by Fantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while.
Oh.
I thought you must have come back as a double.
Is that when it happened?
But it was much earlier.
No, okay, no. It's like we never even met the real Ting-Yun.
Has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of my life had been...
Yeah, we never even met the real Ting-Yun. It was Fantilia all along.
That's what I've been puzzled about too. I never actually saw how Fantilia managed.
Hello, Hotfire Rose. Welcome aboard. I am Audire Astra, starship VTuber. When your world reaches its end, I will carry you to fairer skies.
What was your impression of
welcome
Ting-Yun, if you recall?
Horrible type because your fingers stumble, that's what I see. A bit calculating.
That part is true. I'm always calculating when it comes to business, but never with people. So, what did she seem like to you?
A shrewd merchant.
I'll just assume that's a compliment. Maybe next time you could just say silver-tongued. Was there
A silver-tongued fox.
particularly memorable?
Fox. Hi, you. Extremely flexible. Mark said that you were bossy. Okay, I'm kinda tempted. What happens if we throw March 7th under the bus here?
Hey, no tattling.
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I just like the Tingyun you remember?
No.
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Tingyun. Why compare yourself to an imposter?
March, why are you looking at Stell when you say that?
You might have the wrong idea. I'm just feeling a mix of regret and relief.
Uh-huh.
As a merchant, staying well informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated.
She a 9 fox? Yeah, she's a fox with 9 tails. Need to get used to this new keyboard. You bet Audire couldn't carry all of us. Look at her arms. What?
But in that case,
What brought this up?
We wouldn't have crossed paths.
exactly.
I don't need to go to the fairs, guys. If you knew where my picture was from, you know I'm used to the fire.
Based on your description, that Lord Ravager.
I'm gonna be honest. Your profile pictures in the YouTube chat are really small. I'm like I only know what Tommies and Coles are because I've seen them bigger before. Oh, yeah, that's what you were talking about. I'm talking about in my ship form, obviously.
On your Sanjo journey.
Tiberius, you're gonna be really long. You thought your PFP was common ready ooze.
Afterward,
Is that?
aside from the scheming,
Yeah.
played out exactly as if I.
She might be a 9 fox, but she's a 10 in my book.
This leads me to consider another possibility.
She is very cute.
Fantilia had
I like her
stolen
outfit a lot.
piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even.
A fox? Oh, okay.
Not be taken
I didn't realize they were known for vengeance.
I must take something back from her as well. But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value is the bond I have with all of you.
Aww,
That
that's
thought
sweet.
brought me great comfort. And now I know
Okay,
how to speak to you.
she took her vengeance and spun it. Her desire for vengeance and spun it into something positive.
Here you are, offering
That's
your help,
adorable.
just as
It's
before.
adorable.
I should have treated you with respect, but fear of Fantilia made me act like somebody else.
She's cute, but you're mostly gay. What? Okay, if your pronouns are like they, them, what does that even mean to be gay? Like if you're non-binary, what does being gay even mean? You only like other non-binaries?
Begin with a proper acknowledgement. Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
You're welcome.
Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on. And you, my dear benefactors, will be my source of courage.
You're gonna be real, you don't know?
That's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions. It might
Man, LGBT stuff is so confusing.
In your memories won't be tainted by Fantilia anymore.
Yeah, T, we'll remember you with your neck at, greater than a 180-degree angle.
I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Let's continue on our way.
Investigate the dream bubble. Okay, so people who have done this quest already, about how much longer do I have? Like, how much longer is this gonna take?
something exotic and preferably
but friendly reminder. Being too picky won't help you find the best stream. Just to dampen your spirits ahead of time. That being said,
Food? Ah, okay.
lucky exceptions. Not too long ago, I procured a dream bubble that sounds perfect. The story unfolds in the Shinjo Alliance. The young sword master strives to become the sword champion. However,
Is this just gonna be Yanqing? Is it just Yanqing? You're like halfway through?
Why does that sound oddly familiar?
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance. Feel free to pick a few for me.
Sunday really likes the model. Okay. Well, we'll save it for another stream then.
So easy to take advantage of, you mean? Just don't pick anything weird.
Probably for next week.
Speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you, my benefactor, after troubling you all.
Either Friday or next week.
Couldn't leave without properly expressing my thanks. Here's a dream bubble for you.
That's really nice of you.
here are the dream bubbles I prepared. Thank
Well,
you for your business.
it has our face on it.
It looks like everything's finally in order. I suppose it's time to head back?
Okay. Alrighty then. If we still have half of it left, then we should be good for another stream. Her light cone portrait? Ah. I'm sure that will become relevant later. Let's see what we're gonna do. What is this? Daily life. Oh, okay. That's another thing that's gonna do later. Alright. I think that's good for today then. Anyways. Thank you all for tuning in today. So on Friday, one of two things is going to happen. We're either going to continue Honkai Star Rail. I'm also considering trying out Girls Frontline 2. Just trying it out. I don't know if I can commit to another full gacha, but I'm just gonna try it out a bit. I'm thinking, so I'll like do one stream of Girls Frontline 2, at least, and see if I like it at all. Cause it is like shooter-based gameplay, and I don't know, I'm not gonna like that. To be fair, to be honest. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you all again on Friday. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your week and a wonderful night. Good night, everyone. Good night.